in Ohio country today.
In Ohio Country Today, brought to you in part by the following: Koenig Equipment, Allen Davis Insurance Agency, True Point Cooperative, Allied Environmental Group, Brumbaugh Law, the Ohio Soybean Council, the Ohio Corn Growers, the Ohio Department of Agriculture, and Poet Biorefining. This week in Ohio Country Today, we celebrate Ohio Proud. Created back in 1993, Ohio Proud is the Ohio Department of Agriculture's marketing program that identifies and promotes food and agricultural products that are made and grown right here in Ohio. We'll have all that and more, including your Koenig Care Minute this week in Ohio Country Today.
Who thinks more about the future than a farmer? You're deeply invested in prolonging the legacy you've inherited and built upon, because a farm is more than just another business. It's tightly tied to the family that runs it. Decisions you make today carry the weight of future generations. When you consult with others about your operation, look for strength and long-range commitment. Depend on Rural Community Insurance Services, committed to protecting American farmers for a long time to come.
Attention farmers, don't miss the annual Allen Davis Insurance Risk Management Seminars, February 22nd and February 23rd. Speakers from the Climate Corporation, RCIS, and Global Analytics. Topics include crop insurance changes for 2012, how to use crop insurance and options, profitable marketing opportunities, and much, much more. It's absolutely free. Limited space available. Call today at 1-800-686-2148. That's 1-800-686-2148.
My name is Ben Weirs. I'm here in Willard, Ohio, part of the Weirs Farm Incorporated. It's a family business. We've been in business since 1896. My job is basically field operations. I'm vice president in charge of field operations and oversee production and planting of certain crops. And it's a family business that goes 5 generations now, and it's going strong and looks like it'll go strong into the future. The crops that we grow are a wide variety of crops. We grow over 40 different varieties of vegetables, anywhere from lettuce to herbs like dill and cilantro, to bell peppers, cucumbers, squashes, sweet corn. We do pumpkins in the fall, ornamentals, so we have a wide array of products that we do. Our soil types really work well for the multitude of crops that we grow. Certain crops do really well on certain types of soils. Like our lettuce varieties, our herbs are very water sensitive, and they need to be on a soil that they can tap into the roots or into the moisture zone very easily. So we plant those on the more of the organic soils where the soil is very loose and it can get through the dry dirt and into the moisture without putting stress on the plant. Now our mineral soils, which we're standing on right now, we'll use what we call drip irrigation, where we stretch plastic over the soil, put a drip tube through the center of the bed, and we can monitor the moisture daily and give it exactly what it needs so that we can get the optimum production and that our plants have all the nutrients that they need to give us the most yield per acre. We sell our products mostly east of the Mississippi, all the way east. We have 2/3 of the U.S. population that are close within 600 miles of us. So we're in an ideal position here in Ohio to reach the consumer base with high quality product in a short period of time to offer the top freshness and value that we can get to our customer with less road miles transporting that product. We service many of the major retailers in the state of Ohio, and it's very important to us, the customer base here in Ohio. It's our largest share of our business, and the Ohio Proud program that we have is terrific for our business and all of Ohio agriculture, because we're not the only ones that supply products to these customers. And when we have Ohioans going into those stores and saying, "Where's our Ohio product?" that helps us sell our product and stay viable.
For more information about today's show or to suggest a topic, visit us on the web in ohiocountry.com. That's in ohiocountry.com.
Most of us struggle with protecting the nest egg we built. And when you're suddenly faced with providing long-term care for you or a loved one, you need someone now who you can trust to help you keep control of your home, your farm, and your assets. Protecting that nest egg is what we do best. We're Brumbaugh Law Firm. Call us today to schedule a free consultation anywhere, anytime. We'll come to your home, farm, or business to see if we can help. Brumbaugh Law Firm, using Ohio law to protect your assets.
True Point Cooperative would like to remind you that using propane offers a cleaner burning, more efficient, and lower cost fuel alternative. And that warm and fuzzy feeling you get from using propane gets even better when you choose True Point. They've teamed up with other cooperatives to support the James Cancer Hospital at The Ohio State University. And with every propane delivery True Point makes, $1 is donated to The Ohio State University for cancer research. With prepayments, lock-in programs, and the True Comfort Plus program, you can have a part in fueling the cure. Call True Point today or check them out on the web at truepoint.com.
My name is Debbie Pfeiffer. I'm from White House Fruit Farm. We're in Canfield, Ohio. I, of course, was born on the farm. I am a third generation of the Hull family, and we've been in business as a fruit and vegetable farm since 1924. My parents are still very actively involved. In fact, my dad's on the grading line right now. And my husband and I, my brother, my sister, and my brother-in-law all operate the business. Today is our 28th annual Craft Show and Harvest Festival. We do an outdoor craft show once a year. We do horse-drawn wagon rides, a children's petting zoo. We do an outdoor pumpkin pavilion, and we do lots of outdoor food, and it keeps us hopping. We draw from primarily all the Youngstown suburbs. People actually come from as far away as central Ohio, western Pennsylvania. We've done this 28 years, and it's sort of become an annual tradition for many people. We have vendors who come to us to participate in the show. We've had vendors who've been with us for 20 years and vendors who this is their first season. Anywhere from wood products to candles to alpaca, people who do fleeces and things like that. A lot of wood products, soaps, pizzelles, floral, wooden things, you name it, we seem to have it. We've been open year-round on our farm since 1978. And one of the things that we discovered many years ago was one of the ways to attract customers to our farm was to put on events. And so not only do we do events like this, we do a Christmas event, we do an event in March, and we do an apple pie baking contest in April. But our farm market is very, very diverse. We're probably, if not the largest, one of the largest farm markets in the state of Ohio. Not only do we grow our own fruits and vegetables, but we do deli, we do many different types of baked goods, specialty foods, ice cream, our own fudge, gift baskets, and we kind of go on from there. We've been in the fruit and vegetable business for, golly, since 1924. We were selling local food before the term local became popular. But as we look for other products, we of course gravitate to other local vendors and then other Ohio vendors. People who do the same things we do, but maybe different products. And so we have a local meat supplier, and we have other local vegetable people. We have a local honey producer. And we love to have all those folks in our market because that's what we're all about. I think we're at a size now that people come to us. It used to be that we would go out and look for, if we were looking for a honey producer, we would go out and look for somebody local. But we're of a size now, and we've been around long enough, that people come to us. And we're very, very fortunate that we have people who we're their outlet for their local product. And so it's a very much of a symbiotic relationship between many other local producers in the area and our farm. We have the retail outlet, and they're looking for a place to sell their own product. We do have a website. We are an informational website only. We have made the decision simply because of lack of time and lack of energy that we have not done an order website. We have not gotten into that business. I don't know if we'll get into that business in the near future simply because what we do here is what we can handle at this point. I've been involved in state and even national ag groups for probably 35 years, and I've been greatly involved in a lot of Ohio ag groups. Ohio Proud is another one of those wonderful organizations. Anything we can do to help support local agriculture or Ohio agriculture, we're perfectly willing to do. It's a great, great relationship. Canfield was originally a farm town, and in fact, up until about 30 years ago, the Mahoning, Columbiana area had the greatest amount of apple producers in the state of Ohio. So rural roots are nothing new to us. We're huge into dairy, hogs, beef, corn, soybeans. We're still a very, very agrarian part of the state of Ohio. It's probably Ohio's best kept secret, I think. If people want more information, please check us out online at our website, whitehousefruitfarm.com.
Attention farmers, don't miss the annual Alan Davis Insurance Risk Management Seminars, February 22nd and February 23rd. Speakers from the Climate Corporation, RCIS, and Global Analytics. Topics include crop insurance changes for 2012, how to use crop insurance and options, profitable marketing opportunities, and much, much more. It's absolutely free. Limited space available. Call today at 1-800-686-2148. That's 1-800-686-2148.
Fuel field, a poem. You think your fuel comes from oil fields, desert sands, and faraway lands, but it also comes from a different kind of field, from my family's field. Give me a little rain mixed with a little sun. I'll give you plenty of food and fuel to boot. And I'll do the same thing tomorrow. I'm Darren Johnson, part-time farmer, full-time poet.
It's time now for the Koenig Care Minute, brought to you by Koenig Equipment. To maximize your equipment uptime, remember Koenig.
Hi, this is Curtis Schiff with Koenig Equipment, AMS Specialist, and today I would like to talk about some of the new products we have relative to AMS. One of the new things we have kind of driving agriculture is telematics, so I wanted to share some of the products we have available with that. As you can see back here on the screen, we have a product called JD Link on all our new 6R, 7R, 8R, 9R, and S-Series combines that comes factory equipped. With JD Link, we can see out here at our field day, we can see relative to where our tractors are at in the field as far as our machine location. And we can also see on the web if any of our tractors display any diagnostic trouble codes, we can also see those as well. So that is something us as a dealership can see as well as you as a customer on these new machines with JD Link. One of the other things that we have available with our GS3 2630 display for 2012 is remote display access. So what that gives us as the dealer or the customer the ability to do is we can actually log in from a PC computer and go in and actually see what is on that display. So if you have a customer out in the field who's having trouble getting something set up or having difficulties, he could actually call into the dealership and speak with me on the phone, and I can actually see what he is seeing on his screen to help work him through problems. So also a customer, if he was a farm manager, he could also work with some of his employees out in the field to see that same information. And finally, one of the last products we have is called Machine Sync, which allows our machines in the field to communicate with each other. The first product we have available with that is with our combine and our grain cart. Basically what that allows us to do is our combine is driving along in the field, and then our grain cart comes in and basically syncs up with our combine, and then we can basically control the grain cart tractor from the combine. So if the combine slows down, your grain cart tractor will slow down with it. If your combine turns, your tractor is going to follow along with that. So that's one of the examples of some of the new exciting technology we have relative to AMS. So if you would like any more information on any AMS products or any of our 6R through 9R tractors as well as S-Series combines, you can check us out on the web at www.koenigequipment.com or call into one of the stores today.
This is Ken Koenig from the Koenig Care Minute, reminding you that if you need parts, service, or product support, or that new equipment, don't hesitate to call us at any one of our locations or visit us on the website at koenigequipment.com.
Farming Fast Facts. Facts.
We're at Rhodes Farm Market in Circleville, Ohio. I am Kathy Rhodes, and I am a co-owner with my husband, Brent, with Rhodes Farm Market, and also the business includes our children. Rhodes Farm Market is going on 4th generation, and we started in 1958 selling sweet corn from the end of the driveway, and it progressed into a full-service farm market, retail produce, garden center, landscape service, and quite a diversified operation. Well, Rhodes Farm Market has always been known for our famous sweet corn, watermelon, tomatoes, green beans, produce in season. With our son returning to the farm, he specializes in small fruits, which is raspberries, cherries, peaches, blackberries, items that are very intensified and done on a very small acreage. We feel we can only be good at certain things, and so we try to do the best, and then the other items that we need to fill our market, we do purchase from hopefully other farmers in Ohio, other local farmers, other nurseries and horticultural operations that are sort of local to Ohio. Well, when the original notion to put Ohio Proud together came about, I was one of the first produce growers who joined. I was the first one to pay my dues, and I also initiated part of the ideas prior to the forming of the organization. I would travel to other states and see how important it was for them to emphasize the crops that they grew, the products that were produced with their name, the state grown by, et cetera, produced by. And so we tried to bring those ideas back to Ohio and initiate the program. Ohio Proud has become a very unique organization when you look at the many products that they're now producing and are available. So we've been able to include more products, a wider product base in our retail operation, which is exciting. When somebody develops a new product, we're kind of an incubator to take their product and put it on the market. So we've always followed Ohio Proud, and in the future we'll continue to, because now with the Eat Local, buy local programs, it just seems like there's a lot more interest in what Ohio can produce.
Farming Fast Facts. Facts.
Welcome back to In Ohio Country today. We're here in beautiful Washington Courthouse, Ohio, out here with Lamar Ratliff on the family farm. Lamar, tell us a little bit about yourself, how long you've been farming, and a little bit of background about your family's involvement in agriculture.
I've been farming roughly 30 years, farming a partnership with my father and my uncle, corn, beans, a little bit of wheat. Used to raise hogs for about 20 years, got out of that. We do a little bit of tile and dirt work in the summertime, do a little bit of woodworking in the wintertime, a lot of book work, a lot of shop work, working on equipment. Keep busy running kids everywhere, and have 3 young children, and so they take a lot of time.
Well, another unique thing, you said you have 3 young kids, and something you mentioned to me earlier about how long your family's been involved in agriculture, and as a matter of fact, been here on this farm.
This farm here where my parents live has been in my family for 5 generations now, roughly the 1870s.
When you talk about farms being from 1870, there's been a lot of changes. I mean, not only from horses, horse-drawn implements, to a steel moldboard plow, but to the piece of equipment that we're standing here next to, leaning on, holding us up. Some very advanced equipment. Tell us a little bit about, people think that when you're done farming, you got the crop off, that you're finished.
That's the fun part when you get to go out in the fields anymore. There's a lot of data collection, a lot of paperwork. After you raised a crop, you have to figure out what worked and what didn't, and make changes for next year.
Well, and that's part of what precision agriculture and the things that you're practicing here on your farm. Not only is it a benefit to you from a financial standpoint to maximize your inputs, but there's also another benefit to the environment.
Yes, we don't want to put on too much fertilizer where it runs off and pollutes the streams and everything else. That doesn't do anybody any good, because we're just wasting money that way. We want to put on just enough to raise a crop where the crop can use it all and benefit from it.
Well, not only are you talking about that, you're actually talking about putting on what you take away.
Correct. We're using our yield maps from the previous year to determine the actual crop removal, and then just replacing back the nutrients that we took off.
I've been involved like you for a long time in farming, and this new technology is something that for you and I, we like to be maybe more hands-on, and you know, you need some help with this from time to time.
We sure do. It's a lot of data to manage and to crunch and to keep organized. And we've worked with Allied Environmental, and that's really simplified my life quite a bit. It's just they can manage and store all that data for me and spend the time in the winter crunching the data when I don't want to sit in front of the computer all winter analyzing this. They can do it for me, and they do a better job at it. And plus, it's so much more organized, and it's there.
You know, you just shared a little bit of data a little bit ago with me about, or a little bit of information on some specific application that you did, and where you thought you saw no benefit, Allied Environmental Group really helped you realize where you could put more money in your pocket.
Right. We did some foliar applications in some cornfields this spring. Did some at the V6 growth stage, and we sprayed that with the rows, and then we came back with a foliar application with an airplane at tassel and sprayed across the rows. So we had kind of 4 checks in the field, and we had 3 or 4 different varieties in that field too, and they were able to query that and break all those down and give us a summary of that response, and it was paying to do that.
You know, it's just amazing. All the technology that's available is absolutely amazing to me. You know, Lamar, we'd like to thank you for being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
We'll be back with more in Ohio Country Today right after this.
My name is Josh Norris. I'm 22 years old. I run a family farm with my wife and daughter. 1,200 acre operation of corn, beans, wheat, and then 1,000 acres of hay and mixed hay. I started farming with my dad when I was younger. He passed away when I was 18, and I inherited the whole farm and started farming with my wife ever since. The things I like most about farming is the freedom I have and being able to be my own boss and be able to work with the land every day and make things grow and prosper. Being in my early 20s is definitely a huge challenge. It's kind of hard to be taken seriously, whether when you go to buy equipment, buy seed, fertilize, talk to businesses, or rent ground. It's a big challenge. This year we were faced with extreme wet conditions at planting, turned off halfway through the year, and we've had extreme drought ever since. Versus last year, we had a lot of rain at the beginning and then an extreme drought clear up till right before we started planting this year, and then we couldn't get in the fields. Used to, you could kind of go year to year and things would be similar to last year versus a few changes, a little more rain, a little less rain. Nowadays, you don't know if it's going to be sunny and 80 degrees or it's going to be 50 and pouring rain. Weather bills help to bridge the gap between my crop insurance and the things that they stopped paying at. Weather bill has started paying. Weather bill helps protect you from Mother Nature and the things that she can help you or hurt you with. Weather bill controls the things you cannot control. My crop insurance agent discussed it with me. It was a very new company in this area, and I just took a gut decision and ran with it, and pretty happy I made the decision. Since the day we signed the policy about the first of the spring, we've had over 18 inches of rain, I believe, and we were almost a month and a half too late getting into the fields, and we lost a lot of ideal days that we could have been planting, and what I lost in revenue on an early crop, weather bill helped bridge the gap for me. The early season rain component of the policy was probably our biggest advantage this year. Between my corn and bean policy, we were faced with probably 20 inches of rainfall between 2 counties, and I would say it helped the most because when we needed to be planting, we were sitting, and even days we thought we could plant, we were still waiting on it to dry out, and it helped a lot. It was definitely one of the best things about the policy. It helps with your planning because you know you'll be compensated for the times you're either in or out of the field or need to be planting or harvesting. You'll know that the time you're spent out of the field is you're going to be compensated sometime. It just gives you a little more peace of mind at night to know that there's a little more protection for the things you can't control.
Attention farmers, don't miss the annual Alan Davis Insurance Risk Management Seminars, February 22nd and February 23rd. Speakers from the Climate Corporation, RCIS, and Global Analytics. Topics include crop insurance changes for 2012, how to use crop insurance and options, profitable marketing opportunities, and much, much more. It's absolutely free. Limited space available. Call today at 1-800-686-2148. That's 1-800-686-2148.
I'm Terry McClure, a fifth-generation soybean farmer. Farming can be tough, but we have the Ohio Soybean Council investing farmers' dollars to find new uses for soybeans. Their research helps develop better beans for livestock, poultry, and for people. It also helps create new products like soy-based cleaning supplies and paint cartridges. Plus, cleaner-burning soy biodiesel reduces our dependence on foreign oil. Soybeans are Ohio's #1 agricultural export. To learn more, visit soyohio.org.
TruePoint Cooperative would like to remind you that using propane offers a cleaner burning, more efficient, and lower cost fuel alternative. And that warm and fuzzy feeling you get from using propane gets even better when you choose TruePoint. They've teamed up with other cooperatives to support the James Cancer Hospital at The Ohio State University. And with every propane delivery TruePoint makes, $1 is donated to The Ohio State University for cancer research. With prepayments, lock-in programs, and the True Comfort Plus program, you can have a part in fueling the cure. Call TruePoint today or check them out on the web at truepoint.com. That's going to do it for this week's edition of In Ohio Country Today. Dan Wilson alongside Gary Jackson and, of course, Alan Davis. And, Alan, what did you learn here today?
Well, I've learned that we are here on the Ratliff Farm, a fifth-generation farm. That's pretty impressive in this day and age to see that, and proud of my agricultural heritage as well.
And, Gary, let's talk a little bit about Allied Environmental Group, cutting-edge technology that's really helping the bottom line of the American farmer.
Using the technologies that are being generated, tying together the customer and the technology. And that's something that's been missing, and hopefully something that Allied Environmental Group is going to be showing to the world.
And if you want more information, of course, you can always check us out on the web at inohiocountry.com. That's inohiocountry.com. Have a good day, everybody.